achievement is 51,954. Congratulations to all of you here tonight. We are record breakers.
A big finish. Nadal and Federer putting on two fantastic shows. The best of enemies.
It's more than a rivalry. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of competition, the beauty of sportsmanship, and the eternal love for the game. This is a rivalry that transcends mere competition. It's a rivalry that has enthralled fans, inspired millions, and most importantly, carved an unforgettable legacy in the pages of sports history. Ladies and gentlemen, today we delve into the epic clash, the timeless battle, the breathtaking rivalry between two tennis legends, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. We unravel the incredible moments, the defining matches, and the unbreakable bond that has defined the rivalry. To understand this rivalry, we must rewind to inception. Roger Federer, the Swiss maestro, burst onto the scene with a style so graceful it seemed as though he was conducting a symphony with his racket. Federer's swift rise to stardom was defined by his effortless serve and exquisite backhand. This made him the player to beat. But as they say, every hero needs a worthy adversary. Then comes a young Spanish sensation with boundless energy, relentless work ethic, and an unquenchable hunger for victory. His name is called Rafael Nadal. Even though both players have a different approach to the game, Federer's game was all about elegance and grace. His fluid movements, impeccable technique, and unruffled demeanor on court seemed out of this world. While on the other hand, Nadal brought raw power, relentless defense, and an unyielding spirit to every match. His topspin forehand was one of his biggest weapons. They were destined to cross and create a history together. The rivalry between Federer and Nadal has gifted us with some of the most memorable matches in tennis history. Each encounter felt like a grand opera with twists, turns, and heart-stopping drama. Fans were treated to a tennis spectacle like never before. The elegance of Federer clashing with the ferocity of Nadal, creating a tennis match which leaves the fans and viewers at the edge of their seat. March 28, 2004, Miami. The tennis world was about to witness the dawn of an era, a match that would go down in history as the first chapter of the epic rivalry between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. A 17-year-old Spanish sensation, Rafael Nadal, ranked number 34 in the world, facing off against who was not just the world number one, but also the reigning Wimbledon and Australian Open champion, Roger Federer. It was a David versus Goliath scenario on the tennis court, but also set the stage for a rivalry that would captivate the world for years to come. The match began, and Nadal displayed a level of intensity and determination that belied his age. His blistering forehand, incredible speed, and unyielding spirit left spectators in awe. Against all odds, Nadal achieved the unthinkable. He defeated Roger Federer in straight sets, 6-3, 6-3. The tennis world was left stunned, and the rivalry was born. Their second meeting came up a year later, also at Miami in 2005, where they faced off in a best-of-5 sets final. Federer recovered from a 2-set deficit to win in 5 sets. Then again, they faced off in the semifinals of French Open, which is also their first time meeting on clay. Nadal defeated Federer in 4 sets and went on to win his first major title. In the year 2006, Nadal and Federer played each other 6 times in different competitions. Nadal won the first 4, starting with Dubai final, which was played on hard court, handing Federer his first loss of the year and also putting an end to his Open-era record of 56 consecutive wins on hard courts. Then comes the clay season, as Nadal continued his dominance on clay, defeating Federer in the finals of the Monte Carlo Masters, the Rome Masters, and the French Open. The Rome final lasted for 5 hours and 5 minutes, which was recorded as the longest match Federer and Nadal have ever contested. The last 2 competitions they faced off was in the final of Wimbledon, which was their first meeting on grass. Federer won in 4 sets to capture his 4th consecutive Wimbledon title, with 2 sets going to tiebreakers. In the semifinals of the year-end Masters Cup, Federer won in straight sets en route to his 3rd Masters Cup title in 4 years. At the end of the year, Nadal's career head-to-head against Federer had risen to 6-3, which is an edge in the rivalry which has been established between the duo. If you're enjoying this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos about the tennis world. Then comes the year 2007. Nadal and Federer faced each other 5 times in 2007, and Federer won 3. The duo meet 3 times on clay, in which Nadal won the first meeting in straight sets, winning his 3rd consecutive Monte Carlo title. Then, some weeks later, the duo meet at the Hamburg Masters, where Federer defeated Nadal for the first time on clay, ending Nadal's Open-era record 81-match winning streak on clay. Then comes the 3rd meeting, which was anticipated by a lot of fans. It was viewed as a rematch. Nadal won the much-anticipated rematch in 4 sets, leading to his 3rd consecutive French Open title triumph. The last 2 matches of the year 2007 was a repeat of the previous year. They both faced each other in the Wimbledon final, a match which lasted 5 sets, and a match which was almost universally praised as the greatest Wimbledon final since Borg-McEnroe in 1980, and also at the Masters Cup, the shortest match between the duo. Federer won both, which lead to the head-to-head standing to be 6-8 in Nadal's favor. In the year 2008, Nadal and Federer played 4 times, and Nadal won all 4 times, extending his career advantage to 12-6. Also, for the 3rd straight year, they played in 3 finals during the clay court season, and they played in the final of the French Open. Nadal and Federer also met in the final of Wimbledon for the 3rd straight year, in the most anticipated match of their rivalry. Amidst rain delays, they played what was then the longest final in Wimbledon history, 4 hours and 48 minutes. And Nadal captured the title, winning a 5th set that finished in near darkness. This match also broke Federer's Open-era record 65-match winning streak on grass, which had spanned more than 5 years. A very good year for Nadal against Federer. The rivalry keeps growing, and the fans can't seem to get tired of it because at each match, they get to watch a great display of passion, character, strength, speed, and display of sportsmanship from the duo. The next year, 2009, the duo only met twice, in which it was split. Nadal won at the Australian Open to secure his first hard-court championship. Federer won on the clay in the Madrid Masters. It was a pivotal match for Federer because it ended Nadal's 5-match winning streak against him. The victory also ended Nadal's 33-match winning streak on clay. Year 2010 was not just as eventful as it was a repeat of the previous year. The duo met only twice, and it was splitted. Nadal defeated Federer in the Madrid Open final, then Federer continued his indoor dominance against Nadal, winning in 3 sets in the final of the World Tour Finals. Still dominating and writing their name in the history of tennis, Nadal and Federer faced off 4 times in the year 2011. Nadal the first 3, which was at Miami Masters, Madrid Open, French Open. Their final meeting of the year came in the round-robin stage of the World Tour Finals, which was won by Federer. They met again in the semi-final at the Australian Open in 2012, a match which Nadal showed his resilience by coming back to win in 4 sets and also improving his hard-court record over Federer. Then at the Indian Wells, where Federer won the match in straight sets en route to claiming his 4th title at that tournament. Nadal exerted his dominance in the year 2013 by winning the 4 times he faced Federer. He won in their 4 meetings at Indian Wells, Rome, Cincinnati, and World Tour Finals. Continuing to show his dominance, Nadal took another win against Federer at the semifinals of the Australian Open in 2014, which was their only meeting of the year, improving his record to 3-0 against Federer at the Australian Open. In their first encounter on the Swiss soil, which came in 2015, Federer defeated Nadal in 3 sets in the final of the Swiss indoors, and it was Federer's first victory over Nadal in over 3.5 years, having lost the previous 5 meetings. Making a statement and showing the rivalry is not coming to an end, Federer won in all of the 4 meetings against Nadal in 2017. This marked the first time in their rivalry that Federer went undefeated against Nadal in multiple meetings in a single season. Federer won at the Australian Open, Indian Wells, Miami Final, and Shanghai Masters. Federer's newfound success against Nadal was ascribed to improvement in his backhand, with which he hit harder and more easily returned Nadal's high-bouncing forehand with a larger racket. The duo also met twice in 2019, with both prevailing once. Nadal won in the semifinals of French Open, while Federer won in the semifinals of Wimbledon. This match was the oldest by the combined age of competitors, 71 years, 0 months, in the Open era of tennis. A rivalry, which lasted 15 years, a rivalry which is considered among the greatest in the history of the sport. Federer and Nadal played each other 40 times, with Nadal leading 24-16 overall, including 14-10 in finals, with Nadal having dominance on clay leading 14-2, while Federer showing a force on grass leading 3-1 and hard court leading 11-9. Nadal ranks second and Federer ranks third on the men's all-time list for the most major singles titles, with 22 and 20 titles respectively, and the pair hold numerous other records between them. As we conclude this journey through the remarkable rivalry of Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, it's impossible not to be awed by the sheer magnitude of their impact on tennis and beyond. Their story is one of talent, grit, and friendship, and it leaves us with some lingering questions to ponder. What are your favorite Federer and Nadal moments? What lessons have you learned from their rivalry? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. And remember to subscribe for more videos of the tennis world.